off to murder all of you. I can do horrible things to all of you with impunity. So here you are in Cadrick's Tower. You have completed the first section, which was entering the portal that takes you to. You get the sense you're on the same plane of existence. However, you found yourself on a far-off island just in view of Karsus Folly. In this first encounter, you came across a series of constructs, including what looked like one of Solinor's clockwork trolls. As you were here, a spectral projection of the archwizard Cadrick was seemingly like playing on loop kind of a narration of what each of the areas within his tower symbolize. So as we start, you will have gotten through the courtyard of his tower, and you are now entering the main room. Now, I'm just going to tell you this now. It will probably suit you well to pay very close attention to what is happening and what has already happened.
This is terrifying.
I don't know what that means, okay.
Put your thinking caps on, fellas.
Just great. You guys are the smart guys, and you have no idea what to do. All right, we're fucked. Okay.
Did you say you guys are the smart guys?
Eddie,
Yes.
Eddie,
I'm a
you've
smash
saved
guy.
our life multiple times with your ideas.
As Shane.
Just
Not
channel.
as the woman with band-aids.
channel.
You've also put our lives in danger with some of your ideas, so take that.
So, Cap, what form are you in? Actually, I'm not going to use your character. I will use Alara's character as I share my screen here, and it's going to. We're not going to go into like a battle map, but I'm just going to give you this for reference, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, why am I so nervous right now?
Because
Yes,
Smokey's not here, that's why.
Because I think I may have openly kind of admitted to overtuning the puzzles, riddles, and encounters that await you, and I'm not changing it. So,
Dope.
so as you enter the first, so as you complete the first encounter of getting through the courtyard, you now enter the second phase of the tower, which is the first room. So as you enter, what you see before you are almost like a double helix of these two twisted serpents that kind of meet at this purplish arcane orb in the center of a chamber. Behind this orb are 8 bowls that are empty.
And then there's a door on the other side of the.
There's a door on the other side.
And that's the only exit, aside from where we came.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and open the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, let's.
We watch
somebody-
as Varric walks past all of you and walks over to the door, does not check it for traps, just puts his hand on the handle and pushes it open without issue.
Cool. And then I walk through.
Okay.
All right.
Varric walks to the other side. As you look around, you just see some books. You see like a couple skulls. Nothing is really standing out
Do I
to
see
you
a
specifically.
deck of cards?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, that's inventory, not skills. 11.
11.
Correct.
You look around. You do find actually a few decks of cards.
I'd like to pick up the closest one to me.
I mean, you find you find just the one, and then you find that, and then you stop because that's the closest one to you.
Okay.
Do you look through the cards?
Yeah, what are the cards? Looking normal?
It appears to be a deck of playing cards.
Okay. Is anyone else entering the room, or am I alone in here?
You walked through the door alone. The door kind of closed behind you, and then you just started kind of fumbling around.
Well, I'm going to continue to look through the cards until I find one that looks
Okay.
magic.
While Varric is doing that, what is everyone else doing?
Okay,
On those pillars, those are pillars, right? Those 4
Mm-hmm.
things on the map. Are there any different symbols on them, or are they all the same?
Give me an investigation check.
19.
19. Specifically, you notice that each pillar has sigils on 2 of the 4 faces. And they are the 2 faces that face inward towards the center of the orb. With that check, you would notice that these sigils are all unique, and they do appear to be magical.
And so sorry, one more time. 2 of the 4 faces, and they all face towards the inner circle?
Towards the inner circle, yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can see in the room each pillar has 4 faces. So,
Okay.
Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
So the sigils would be here. Oh shit. So there would be here, 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 and here, and here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm inspecting the central altar, looking for texts or any inscriptions or stuff like that.
Okay. Looking over the central altar, you can read all writing. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You do see written in this would actually be written in the Netherese language. You've never seen this text before. This is not a language that is used. This is like, seeing something written in like Aramaic. This is a dead language that's just used by only the nerdiest of wizards. All it says is mastery of magic.
Okay.
Anything you want to do, Sandora?
I want to peep the cups. Or bowls.
Okay. As you go take a look at the bowls, it looks like they are. They have been formed. Actually, give me a go ahead and give me an Arcana check, and I'll give you advantage on this because if I recall, I have a reason.
18. I'm not even going to question it.
I do have a reason. Okay. Yeah, so these they look like bowls, but as you get closer, they are literally melded into the tile itself. So they are immovable. These clearly have been made with a mold earth spell. So that's why I gave you advantage, because you have that spell.
Oh.
So someone literally took the tile and shaped it in a way where there's now these like puckered out pouchings of the tile itself. Within each one, you see this like there's this faint smell of like charcoal and like something has been burning within each bowl. So as you all enter after um, um, after a few moments, you see the apparition of Cadric appear once more. And you just hear him just say, "I call this my crystal chamber. Know that the crystal represents the task itself of gaining complete mastery over magic as it is known. And before I could push the boundaries of magic itself, I of course had to master that which others have mastered before me. Ah, to be in my shoes once again." And he just kind of like smiles and looks off into the distance in like a bit of a pose, kind of like looking out. Like there's a window, but there's no window.
Exactly, is he like? Where is he looking exactly? Is it just a blank wall he's looking at, or is there
He's
actually
like
something?
looking like off into the. You almost get the sense that it's almost like a hologram or like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
instructional training video, where you're just kind of looking off into the distance. You don't necessarily get the sense that the apparition
Okay.
can perceive the things that you can.
I want to stand where the apparition is standing.
Okay. Are you trying to meet its gaze and?
No, I'm trying to step in his shoes.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna replicate exactly what he's doing, and I don't know.
These
Okay.
See if anything happens.
Okay. Sandara like perfectly interposes her body inside the apparition, and there's kind of like this double, um, superposition between them. Nothing happens.
Do the pillars look like they can be rotated at all? Like it's a puzzle kind of?
You want to try to move them?
I'm helping Alara. I've gone
If
from
I
the pillar
do-
to help Alara.
If I do, I want to move one of the four faces that isn't facing the center. Because, like you said, two of them are facing the center. I want to make a third one face the center. See if something happens. If
There
it's
are
possible.
two faces on each pillar that have
Yep.
those sigils. Every face with sigils on them are facing the center.
Okay.
So it
Can
currently
we
exists
turn it to
in
face?
symmetry.
Could we turn it to face where he was looking? Maybe.
As you try to rotate the pillar itself, this thing is pretty clearly part of the foundation of the tower. It does not budge.
Okay.
What
That's my plan.
what are these sigils? Are they if they're not a language, do they represent anything obvious?
Give me an Arcana check as you inspect them.
Ooh,
I'm going to give. I'm also
yikes.
double your proficiency for this.
Okay. Um, 14. Damn.
14. You have been. It's been a while since you have really enchanted anything. But as you look over some of these sigils, you kind of get the sense that each one is unique in the school of magic that is involved in their etching. And you said you have detect magic up, is that right?
I do, yes.
Okay, so as you're inspecting them, something becomes kind of painfully obvious. The sigils physically are different, and as an enchanter, you're like, yeah, these are pretty clearly. Each one is giving off a different school of magic, coming up with a total of 8.
Okay.
I get it.
Mm.
Sundara, I presume you shared this stuff about the bowls.
Yep.
Something was burnt in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? And it smelled like
I don't think I smelled it, but I can go smell it if you want.
I'm just wondering if it's like just incense or whatever. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation next to the central altar, a transmutation spell, and just make
Okay.
a few chimes and notes go off.
Okay.
Simple enough. Okay.
As you do, the sigils on the southeast, on the north face of the southeast pillar light up, and one of the bowls also lights up.
All right.
Draw a diagram real quick. Okay.
So wait, what type of spell is Prestidigitation? Illusion?
Transmutation.
Transmutation.
While they're doing that, Varric, are you doing anything else?
Well, it's been a while, I guess, since they've been in there, so I gotta go back, see what's going on. Be like,
Okay.
Oh,
what the
good,
fuck?
you're not dead. Thank God.
Looking around the rest of the room, there is a pit that is roped off
Huh?
in the outer room, and there's just a stairwell that leads up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back first, because I don't know
Okay.
why they're taking so long.
Okay. As you go back, you notice, you see Cass has just briefly cast a spell and watched as that spell energy was absorbed by the orb in the center. You watch as the orb itself begins kind of crackling with energy. It turns green, and you watch as very slowly the two serpents are like slithering and rotating around the orb.
Okay. Gross.
Should I try some of my
So-
own magic, Cass?
Yeah, I think everyone shoot him if you got him. Maybe try to keep it simple magic so we don't
Yeah, I will.
burn ourselves out.
I'll try a Sacred Flame. It's a radiant damage. See if that does anything.
What type of spell is that?
That is a cantrip.
No. What school of magic?
Oh, it's a sorry, it's a evocation.
Yeah.
You watch as a pillar to the northeast lights up.
I'll do Mage Hand, which is Conjuration.
That northeast pillar is now completely lit up.
Does anything happen? Do we hear anything moving or?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just a faint hum.
Cool. Okay.
And I try a Chill Touch, a Necromancy cantrip. See what happens.
The southwest pillar lights.
There's just some regular cards out there.
Oh, good.
Thanks for letting us know, Varric. Any other suspicious stuff that...
Well, there's a pit as roped off,
Ah, the pit.
and there's a stairwell, but I didn't want to, you guys to get attacked by like a pillar or something while I was gone.
While I'm talking to Varric, I will do Minor Illusion, which is an illusion cantrip.
Okay. The southeast pillar lights up completely.
I'll flick off a mind sliver, just enchantment.
The northwest pillar lights for the first time.
Oh. How do you know which one's
We have to
going
make
in which
that
bowl?
circle full. I'm gonna do a
We don't. Not
my
really.
last first level. Protection from good and evil. It's an abjuration. We haven't done that one yet, right?
No.
The northwest pillar completely lights.
Okay. Abjuration.
There is now kind of a louder humming of energy that's coming from all around you, and between the kind of crevices of the tile, you see some kind of like fragments and detritus of this carved stone now begins to hum and vibrate, and some of it is floating about 2 feet up off the ground. And you all feel like almost a little more weightless.
Ooh.
Okay. I can trigger this for no cost, so
Oh.
neither of you have to. But are we ready for whatever's
Do
gonna
it.
happen?
Let's do it. Conjuration.
Okay. Wait, no. We've already done
No, we did
conjuration.
conjuration.
Oh, we did conjuration. Okay.
I use comprehend languages, a divination spell.
Oh.
Divination.
Um,
Well, that's cool. You guys lit the bows up.
As that happens, you hear a shifting. You hear almost something mechanical moving about the tower itself. And for a second, the entire tower kind of hums and hums and hums, and then where it goes to a crescendo where you almost flinch expecting something huge, there is just complete silence.
We unlock the door.
should we go look at that pit?
Sure.
Well,
Varric, would you lead the way?
Sure. Let's go take a look at the pit. I'll open the door again.
You go and take a look at the pit.
Yeah.
Okay. You look down. It's hard to see all the way down. It just goes into like darkness.
Well, we could just go up the stairs, I guess.
just check and make sure that grinding wasn't something making its way up.
Well,
To
I don't
be
see
here,
anything.
you begin to hear something very big that is moving a floor above.
Is anybody able to put light down the pit?
Alex, am I the only one getting an echo?
No.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Same.
Alex, I think you're echoing.
Yeah. Hang on.
What? I'm sorry, Jay. What did you ask?
Could we get some light down the pit at all? Like, does anyone
Oh.
have magic that can do that?
I
mean,
I can, yeah. I go to the edge. I pull out my I pull out a little my lute turns into like a little slide whistle, and I very gently just make like a long note that turns into floating little orbs of music. I cast dancing light.
Okay.
I think it can go 60 feet down.
Okay.
Or 120, actually.
Okay. They make it about 100 feet down before they hit the bottom.
Okay.
There's something strange about the chasm itself, and it seems like light doesn't carry the way that it should. Because as it gets to about 100 feet, you would need dark vision to see that there's tile beneath that you found. Otherwise, the light does not penetrate that far.
Alright, looks like it's upstairs.
Up we go.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
what's up, we're supposed to push down.
I'll take the lead.
Yep.
Okay. So Varric, as you step into the next chamber, you kind of hear as extremely heavy footsteps are rattling above your head, and you're now entering a chamber that has whatever this thing this thing is going to be there. So as you begin slowly stepping up the stairs, you watch as the stairs themselves are kind of lit by standing candlelight, and there's a dimly lit what looks like a study, or better yet, a library. As you look through the bookcases here, you see a huge skeletal form that also looks somewhat reptilian. There are kind of like faint, like red leathery scraps that are over its reptilian snout. But it's got exposed ribs, and the entire body, if you could call it that, is just this faint, like somehow contained fire.
Is
As
it
you look
a
at,
quadruped or bipedal?
it looks like a quadruped, and as you kind of peek over this thing, you watch as it turns your direction, and two red glowing eyes look back at you. The only way to describe what you're seeing would be like the skeleton of a just full-on adult dragon.
What?
Stares back at you.
I just kind of take a slow step backwards and turn around. Guys, I think we get to kill a dragon.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
And then I walk into the room.
Hold on, no. I grab the back. I go to grab the back of Eric.
Try and stop me.
Yeah, I know.
Not yet.
I am trying to stop him.
Well,
Okay.
Should we try my method of this dealing with dragons first, maybe?
Varric, let's stealth. God damn it, stop moving.
Okay.
Just
So Varric, as you enter the room, what are you doing?
I am not, I've had my hammer out this whole time, but I'm not doing anything hostile off the bat. I simply walked
Okay.
into the room as though I was supposed to be here, an invited guest.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I do.
Okay.
Oh, you
Oh,
froze.
no.
Oh, that means we win.
Game plan, guys. What the heck are we doing?
Well, I was gonna
don't know.
suggest stealth.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
James.
Because that fails flattery. That worked with the last dragon.
Yeah, well, that dragon was stupid, and we should have killed it anyways.
Just my hourly crash.
Okay.
So
No
let me
worries.
get a marching order as everyone rolls in here. Oh, actually, would someone update Jessica as to what's going on?
We found a bone dragon.
So we
On the second floor of the keep.
yeah, the first floor had a puzzle about casting the right kinds of spells.
Which it turns out didn't do anything as far as we know.
Well, it sounded like
Did-
something
it made a loud
mechanical.
noise.
Yeah,
Well, loud noise. I could do
I'm
that.
sure something will come up down the line.
something happened. There's a big pit about 100 feet deep on the first floor, and then on the second floor there's a library with a bone dragon in it.
There's also a bunch of decks of normal cards
Yeah.
on the first floor that I investigated.
Okay.
Now
Does
that
the
I
dragon
think-
did the dragon know that we're there?
I walked
Well,
into the
Varric
room
just
and-
walked into the room, so.
Does
We're
now.
about to find out.
Cool.
But later on, maybe we'll need some tinkering since it sounded like there was a lot of mechanical stuff. I was thinking
Yes.
if we could find out if we survive the bone dragon.
Also, we are assuming that it's a hostile bone dragon.
I know, but
All it
why?
did was look at me.
And yeah.
Act normal,
So
maybe he works here.
Are you just gonna go in?
I walked in
Guns blazing?
confidently. No,
Okay.
I have my hammer out, but not in a threatening manner.
Okay.
Just,
And
you
you
know,
look like a wizard, remember, because of your toupee.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right.
I
You
do
look like Otto Luke.
Otto.
Oh, You should have.
lizard too,
Oh,
right?
we could have made you look like
You've got a wizard's
Cadric.
toupee on?
You actually do have the toupee of disguise. This entire time I've looked like a giant, like a weird looking. I've been Autoluke but with Smash.
That way we all fit in here. Nice little.
Smash mode.
It'd be nice actually to get to do this entire thing without anyone knowing who we are.
And that's why I look like Autoluke.
But I think we might already be past that.
Which might be a bad thing because he does roll with us.
Yeah.
He said people want him, so we'll see what Autoluke can get us into trouble. We'll
Yeah,
blame
should
him
pick
later.
a different wizard, but it's a
Still
little
got
late.
Yeah,
bad
Autoluke and
reputation.
Cadric might hate each other.
But that also might get us an audience.
We'll see.
Wow, super zoomed in.
Oh Jesus, fuck!
Guys,
That's a
calm
big
down.
skeleton.
I was hoping to fight as little as possible.
We have to go through this room. It's the library.
All right, can we try talking?
I'm just in here. I haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
No talking is happening. The dragon didn't say anything.
We'll use Varric's mini for this.
Use your words, Varric.
Yeah, my silver tongue. My honeyed
Yeah,
word.
roll some persuasion checks. Mm-hmm.
So with that, you hear the dragon growl out to you.
Tell us your name.
Oh, I was invited here. My name is Autoluke. The wizard.
Well, Autoluke, I am Emberax the Infernal, Master of Flame and Shadow.
That's pretty cool. I also like flames and shadows. I would never call myself the master, though.
I presume you are attempting to make your way to the room.
I'm actually looking for Cadric. We had a bit of business to discuss. You know, wizardly things and all as such.
Enough pleasantry. Your fate will be decided as with all the others. You may leave this tower alive if you prove your mastery of knowledge.
Okay, is that why you're in the library?
Before you have all the talent of man. I will ask that you read as you wish, and you will answer a question related to the fall of Carson or the creation of it.
Could you repeat that one more time? I'm a bit hard of hearing.
So,
It's very hard to understand what you're saying.
I know, yeah. So I'm gonna go to my normal voice. So, as much as I like playing with the voice changer, so the Dracolich essentially is asking you to. So this challenge is essentially you can search for knowledge in this room if you like, but this is going to come down to one question related to either the fall of Karsus or the creation mythology.
Okay.
So
Do I get
it's,
to hear the question before I do research?
You can once you commit to a question, you're committed.
Yeah, but can I do
You
research
can work together as a group.
Well, if we're doing a test of wits, I would like to bring the rest of my party in on this. Rules permitting, that is.
You watch as the Dracolich has essentially given you the task and is now ignoring you until you're ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
So as far as you're concerned, you've got free roam of the special.
fellows,
Let's look through it.
enter.
So do we know is it? So we have to research both the rise or fall. We don't know which question
The
we're gonna
research
get.
part is optional.
I mean, I think
We should know
pick
this.
which question. I
Okay.
think we say, give us a question on either or, is what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm voting for the fall because that's the only thing I know.
Yeah, because there was stuff with the 8 who took them apart, or took the...
Whoa,
yeah.
stuff with
You
the
guys, I'll let you guys, the note takers, fucking take this one. I'm just gonna shut up.
Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? You got.
I'm
Come on.
losing it. This is hilarious.
I mean, maybe if we should see if there's a book on the fall, even though that's what we're picking, just so you know.
Yeah, I'll do that while you guys do your thing. I'm gonna look into the, see if I can find a book on it,
On what?
on the God of Magic, right? Because that's what this is all about,
Nope, it's about the fall.
kind of.
Fall of
That was
Karsus.
not.
I
at
mean,
all-
no, the God of Magic was involved in the Fall of Karsus.
Yeah, I think that's a good
but
place
that's not
to
what
start.
the question is about.
Well,
Maybe like a brief history of the fall of Karsus.
it's like
The
when
fall
you're
of
trying
Karsus
to.
for idiots. All right, everyone. All right.
Maybe we should just like split up, each go into a corner, find a quick book, peruse it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mhm.
I'll take the northwest corner. Actually, I'll go to the corner next to the dragon dude. That way none of you guys have to go there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try the history section.
I'm looking for any book that says that looks like it might have anything to do with the fall of Karsus.
Okay. We'll go down the line. I will have Varric. What are you looking for? Books that have to do with the fall of Karsus.
Yes,
Give me an investigation check.
awesome. That's good. Oh, that's not bad actually. 18.
18. So we'll kind of do this as like a graded sense. So the information I give you is not necessarily going to be, well, fuck it. So you find some information that just pertains to the general lore and like historical account as to what exactly happened. So in the distant past, there was a time when wizards were growing so powerful, and this is a time when there were far fewer like divine limitations on magic itself, but wizards were becoming so powerful that they were actually challenging gods themselves, and it led to a point where there was quite literally a war between the city of Netheril, which was kind of the hub of like arcane discovery, but a war between Netheril and certain deities within the pantheon. At this time, there was a prodigy named Karsus who essentially became the leader of this magocracy, who, through the use of a process known as high magic, casted what would be equivalent of like a 12th level spell, in which he took on the aspect of an actual deity. He chose the deity Mystra, which was the goddess of magic, and in doing so completely disrupted the weave itself and almost destroyed the entire world. Karsus, which was a floating city completely powered by magic, in the brief time that all magic was disrupted, fell and almost everyone died. Karsus himself also died, as he was not able to hold on to the spell as the weave was disrupted by his own hand. And there's some debate as to what happened to the goddess Mistress. Some say that she died and was reborn. Some say that she died and another took on her domain. But regardless, this new or reformed deity that also took on the name Mystra essentially had to restabilize the weave, and in doing so, put on the limitations on magic that the casters in the group are familiar with, where there are kind of these divine barriers on what you can do. So you can only cast a certain amount of spells per day. Like spellcasting itself is exhausting to novice practitioners, things like that. And that's about what you get with your check. So we'll continue to go down the line. Alara, what are you looking for? And you don't have to. This doesn't have to be investigation, by the way. You tell me what check you want to use and how you want to use it.
He had said that he was asking us one or the other of either the fall of Karsus or what was it? It was either the fall of Karsus
or the creation myth. A question regarding the creation myth.
I'm gonna look up stuff on the creation.
Okay. What check would you like to use?
Would it be okay to use perception? Looking for a. Because, yeah, I'm guessing some of these books are not in the common tongue. The only languages I know are. Give me 1 second here. Fuck. I don't remember what languages I know. I know Abyssal, Common, and Elvish. Would there be...
Perception is not really going to help you a whole lot in this situation. Perception is going to be more like your ability to notice things more like in the moment.
Okay. Then I will do an investigation check, and I will cast magic on myself, hopefully not setting anything off.
Sure.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability to give me Fox's Cunning. Gives
Sure.
me advantage
Okay,
on
your roll.
investigation intelligence checks.
Okay, make your roll.
Alright. Okay, so investigation. Oh, yay, it's a +0. That's an 11.
11. You come across a couple tomes that, while they're not directly like regarding the creation myth, you like flipping through, you find a couple references to it. It sounds a little familiar. Best you can gather, there's a somewhat agreed upon creation myth regarding two serpent deities that essentially together created what you now know as all of reality. Yet in doing so, there is some kind of disagreement leading them to turn on each other. And that's about all you get. And then the book the books you have aren't specifically on that. It just references it, and that's all you get.
And on that note, sorry, when we were combining all the types of magic down in the last floor, you had said the serpents moved when we did cast magic, correct? Like a certain type of magic. Did they move? I remember if they moved every time we had cast a type of magic.
Accelerating as you started getting closer and closer to completing the puzzle.
They started separating, you said?
As they started, they started accelerating.
Oh, accelerating. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. I would convey that to the group as best I could.
Okay. Samugi. What is Samugi doing during this time?
Book on the fall of Karsus Folly.
Okay. With the information that Varric has already provided, are you looking into anything more specific about that? Or are you just looking for are you just doing like a broad stretch looking for anything new?
Can I discuss with my group?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you like, why don't we do this? I'll let the remaining 3 who haven't gone yet just decide who wants to go first and how you want to allocate this ability check you're doing.
Okay. So between Sandara and Vale. I
Mhm.
figured since Sandara said she already knew something about Persis Folly, that we would just kind of put our eggs in that basket. But does anyone have any insight to like another specific event or something that we could look into? Or maybe the guy himself, Karsus? I don't know.
I mean, it's such a broad, like, we don't know
Should we just go
anything.
general?
Can we look more into this high magic? Possibly as like, what is high magic?
But I feel like the question he asked us was going to be specifically about the creation of or destruction of or fall of. So
Yeah, and the fall of Karsus had to do with high magic. It had to do with um,
A
wizards
ritual that
creating this
allowed
high magic
him.
to challenge the god, right?
Yep.
so you want to
So
look more
what
into the
is high
magic
magic?
Persis was using during this event?
I mean, isn't
I
high
don't know, it
magic
seems like we
just
grabbed more from,
more powerful magic?
Okay.
yeah, like how do you do this high magic thing?
Well, why?
Essentially.
You can't
What
use
is
it
it?
though.
Well, I mean,
Someone,
we know they did
bunch
it.
of
I don't
wizards,
think we're gonna have to know how they did it.
They did it. We can't do
yeah.
it anymore. There's rules now,
Yeah.
so there's no
Oh, I
way to
see what
like
you're saying. Yeah,
allow
like
that.
it put a lockdown on it, kind of.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys? That's all I got. What are you thinking?
Maybe if we could learn just more information about the fall in general first, like have one person just like try to expand on just the general knowledge. So try to research it in general, but see if we can learn something new that I already haven't learned.
I'm gonna go to
Okay.
the dragon.
Okay.
Cautiously approach.
Okay.
Um, excuse me. We were wondering, that is, you're offering us two quite broad questions, and I assume we get to choose which of the two we want. Excuse you.
Plus,
Is there any possible way you might be able to offer like a refinement of the question, which direction possibly we might be looking in? I'm like 15 feet away from him also.
Nothing.
Only because you're cast. Give me a persuasion check.
21. I'd take a step back.
Is the challenge. It does not aid thee to improve your chances of success.
He's not gonna help you.
him.
Right.
Ask him if we can research stuff after he asks us the question.
And that's good. Does the question have to come second? Like, can I ask you what the question is now, and then we can kind of look for it? Or is that kind of breaking the rules a bit?
This is your final persuasion check.
Okay. 31. With, natural 20.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
You all watch as Cass is literally getting into the finer details of the homework assignment with the red Dracolich.
No one has ever asked that before. I
Surprising.
suppose I don't see why not.
Oh, cool. Oh, well then. I would say we'd like to know the question regarding the fall.
Very well.
I guess,
In a single word, tell me, why did Carsus fall?
Read.
I get to
You're
answer
not
that
Is
question.
that your answer?
No,
No.
no, no. He does not
No,
speak for us.
sorry, that was just me saying.
We
That
will.
was above the
We
table.
would like to confer, if you do not mind.
Okay.
Confer. Group huddle.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck, mate.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blurt that out.
You
Just-
not allowed to talk anymore the rest of this mission. Every time you talk, I'll punch you in the face. Alright. That being said, not a horrible answer.
At this point,
okay?
you watch as the Dracolich kind of ponders for a second, begins walking towards you, reaches up above one of the cabinets, and grabs this large hourglass, flips it, and slams it down on the ground.
I guess that's so much
And a
fun. right?
timer has started.
Okay. I begin rifling through books looking for a biography on Carsus.
Okay.
Written by someone that perhaps is from Carsus Folly.
I mean,
Interesting. So it sounds like you are looking for the perspective of the Wizards of Carsus Folly.
I mean, yes, but shit. Depending on how fast the hourglass is going, just biographies on Carsus as a whole.
You've got more than 3 minutes and less than 10.
Awesome.
This is all through the lens of Cadric as well. We should keep that in mind.
That's why, yeah. Someone from this place.
So Cass, that's what you're doing. Anyone with a different idea? Speak up
Can I
now.
look in? Yeah, can I look into the wizards that were trying to do this high magic to challenge the gods, kind of deal? That were trying to take the place of Mistra?
Okay. That's what you're looking into. Derek, what are you doing?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Sindara?
He's all looking for a sandwich.
I'm actually gonna do some self-serving research and look up the plane of Mechanus and immortality.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the library of everything. Why not?
By the way, this goes without saying, you guys don't have to pick different things. You can work on the same task too. So that leaves Samugi and just Samugi.
I'll look for more. I'm gonna look for a book on just the event itself. So I guess more, I don't know, just the general event of the fall.
Okay. Alara, I'll start with you. Give me an investigation check.
Okay, I still have advantage because that spell lasts for an hour. Didn't fucking help. Left 10.
10. With the allotted time you have, you get the sense, you learn that at least the ancient elven interpretation of what high magic is essentially high-leveled spells that require more than one caster.
Okay.
So they're generally like group rituals that take lifetimes of practice to be able to do without blowing yourself up.
Okay.
Samugi, you were looking into the general fall of Tarsus. Give me your investigation roll.
Do gnomes have any relationship to Karsus Folly that's stand out?
What?
Nope.
Do no.
Nope.
Is it
Oh, I
like-
see. I see what you're poking at. I would say no. The dynastic traditions and wizards that you have up north are kind of have been brought up through their own way.
Mm.
If you want, you could use this check to try to. You're proficient in history, right?
Not particularly. I just have that 1 feat artificer's lore that lets me, but
I
I don't
would
think that's
allow you
history
if
checks
you-
related to magic. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would allow you to use that with the notion that you would gain the dynastic perspective on the issue.
Okay. So
Is that what you want to do?
sure, yeah.
Okay, so it's I think double proficiency plus intelligence.
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, you kind of remember in a slightly different context some of the same topics that Varric described. Typically, the phrase, from your perspective, the phrase Karsus Folly is like an actual phrase. It's not the name of a city, but it's a phrase that essentially describes someone doing something that he had no business doing. Kind of like a man's, man's reach exceeds his grasp, sort of thing. Or like people call Karsus like the monkey that would fly. So it's like, hey, like you fucked with something you had no business messing with and you got burned, and that's kind of the parable of Karsus as far as the dynasty goes. So like someone, it's his is a story of like hubris, someone who thought that he could be literally a god and got
So
burned.
agreed.
Or
No.
folly.
Pride.
Or ambition. Yeah, there's a lot. I
Folly.
think there's more than one right answer here. Yeah.
I like folly though. Folly's
Well,
good.
there's specifically not more than one right answer.
Yeah.
So
Terrifying.
Sundar,
Can-
we'll do yours next. Give me an investigation check.
I call a friend.
Oh, natural 20. 21.
Ah, fuck. All right. As best as you can, because the more specific you can be, the more I can tell you.
Specifically, people that are born of Mechanus. Like, what is that? If anything about that.
Okay. This is a tough topic because Mechanus in and of itself is a very mysterious plane. But it's essentially a plane that's pretty much entirely dedicated to the concept of order. There are theories that Mechanus is the creation of one of the first creations of one of the creator serpents by the name of Jazirian. That was thought to be the ultimate embodiment of lawfulness and good. Although Mechanus itself isn't necessarily altruistic, it's essentially a series of giant cosmic gears that always turn in harmony. You come across a couple books that describe really the only time that Mechanus seems to interact with the outer planes is through their deputies known as the Inevitable. These are essentially constructs that no one knows or understands who made them or what their greater purpose is, other than to correct cosmic imbalances that have occurred. So someone does something that is against the grand design of like how the universe should flow, and then they will get an inevitable sick on them, and that's basically, it's in the name. It's like there's nothing you can do. You're just toast. There are times there's like parables of them being bargained with, but more often than not, it's just like a giant construct like teleports into your farm, basically like picks you up and you're never seen or heard from again, or they just like smash you and you turn into fluid. But with a natural 20, that is kind of the first step into the lore of Mechanist. You don't get anything on immortality or sorcerer's origin or anything like that, especially from like this kind of broad library, but that's what you find. Cass, give me your investigation check.
Okay, I am not very good at this. But
Hang on.
Eddie gave me an idea.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
That's 16.
Okay. I am going to give you another roll real quick. Give me an insight check.
Insight. Yikes. That's a 6.
Okay. So there are definitely, there's a lot of talk about, there's a lot of theory regarding this within, when you look at specifically authors that are from Karsus Folly. And from their standpoint, being that they're wizards, they get a lot more into the technicality of the spell that was cast. And that Karsus literally could have chosen any other deity, and he would have been fine. And may have even been able to single-handedly wipe out the Pantheon if he didn't just choose the goddess of magic. So while those outside of Karsus seem to think that like, hey, you reached beyond your grasp, there's a lot of wizards here who are like, Karsus is a dumbass, and if it was me, like, this is what I would have done, and here's how I would have modified this spell, and here's how it would have been okay. And it's kind of interesting because as you read through it, it seems like most of the sentiment within Karsus Folly, despite the name seeming to be like a homage to like understanding that like any discovery should be tempered with restraint, it's actually quite the opposite. It's just like, no, like we should push things as far as they should go, just like get it right and don't fuck up. Double check your math. That's kind of more what it's like.
Okay.
So with that, your time is nearing an end, and the Dracolich is looking at you. This thing doesn't seem to have salivary glands, but it seems to be more and more like very ready for whatever comes next in anticipation of you failing this.
What would be an opposite word for restraint?
I think we should go with Folly.
Yeah,
What
that's
was
too
the
obvious.
exact wording
That's
of the
too
question
obvious.
again?
Too
In a
obvious.
single
Yes.
word, why did
Remember-
Karsus fall?
What was the reason
There was-
Karsus fell?
In a single
There was
word,
no
why did
restraint on
Karsus
magic.
fall?
Why did Karsus fall? Okay, I mean, okay, so we have greed, we have
Yeah.
folly, we have like ignorance, maybe, or ineptitude.
What did
I
you
don't know
say?
if that's a word.
That's a word.
Wait, sorry. Maybe we're overlooking this. The reason it fell was because he lost concentration, right? They said
How do
he
you say
dropped
one word?
concentration.
No.
No, it was the goddess of magic dropped concentration on the weave, which destroyed a good chunk of the world.
Distraction?
I
No,
mean,
maybe, I don't know.
Tried.
Oh,
It sounds like what you were telling us, Cass, is that if he had chosen any other god, he might not have fallen.
Yeah.
So is there one word that we can make goddess of magic? Or like he messed up the ritual?
There was a death of the goddess of magic, right?
What's her name? Mithra?
Stupidity. The one
Mistra.
reason he fell.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Time is up.
Oh, could
We
you
going-
repeat the question?
What are we going with?
I vote Mistra or Volley.
Well, to go with a folly.
God, no. That can't be it. That can't be it. After all, that can't be it.
Is this your final answer?
Yes, it is.
I would like to
Doubles
take
down.
cover at the stairs.
Doubles down.
Unacceptable answer.
Oh. Okay.
And you watch as the Dracolich, sort of almost disappointed, like claws back the sand timer, and you watch as out of nowhere, almost formless shadow kind of rises up, and Tile creates a stairway that leads up and out.
Before we go, what was the answer?
Folly.
Folly.
I asked. Oh, he said. I thought he said unacceptable.
And acceptable. A-N.
You would have killed it.
Oh, okay.
Not the
There's
right answer.
unacceptable. Like, oh fuck.
Would Mistra have been an acceptable answer? I want to ask.
You have demonstrated a mastery of knowledge.
Child's play, really. Let's go, team. Follow me as I go up the stairs. I don't want to be here.
I can't believe that worked.
Good job, Autoluke.
High five.
When we get up the stairs, like, guys, these bloody wizards are stupid. They had the who's telling the truth riddle at the fucking gate. Obviously, explaining the rules means that person's telling the truth. This one is, what's the fucking one word? What is the name of the goddamn town? I think you guys are overthinking this.
Maybe they're a little full of themselves. I think we should just go the simple route. Might be something there.
I mean, it's worked so far. So we're up here now.
So as you step out of the stairwell, you're greeted by sunlight. As you look up, and the tower kind of tapers down to a kind of smaller tower that goes up. You don't see any way up there, but in the distance, like 100 feet up, this tower continues, and you're on a bit of a balcony. This is the same balcony that you watched the Clockwork Troll jump from. Here you see two hexagons with a red and a blue flame, and in the central chamber you just see a tome that appears to be latched shut. With that, you once again see that apparition appear. The apparition of Cadric. You just hear him say, "Well, you've certainly proven your mettle. You've walked in my footsteps, first by silencing the doubters who sought to prevent you from exerting your will. Then you've demonstrated at least a cursory mastery over magic itself. You then developed a penchant for riddles, and you've shown that you are not to be trifled with when it comes to proving your knowledge. Now, for this next portion, we will see how far you're willing to go to get what you want.
That's ominous. Before we just open up this thing in the middle, let's actually check this one to make sure it's not going to blow up.
It's latched closed,
Yeah, that's why.
so you can't open it.
Well, I don't know. Somebody.
I mean, it's a locked
I
latch.
can't do it. Somebody might be able to pick it open.
You check the latch.
Yes, I do.
Okay. You go over and you flip it. It's a little brass latch, and with that, it unlatches.
Oh,
And
cool.
briefly, the book had this certain like tautness to it, almost as if it was being held shut. There's like a brief arcane glimmer as you unlatch it, and you swear you hear like a chorus of ghostly voices just go,
Can hear that.
So what?
you feel a chorus of ghostly voices just let out a faint breath as you unlatch the book.
Does it have a tongue on the front?
Nope.
Cool. Open the book.
Okay.
Oh
You open
my
it?
God, Varric, why do you
Varric,
keep
Good
doing
use.
these things?
We don't have to
brother?
touch things to open them. We've
Guys,
got.
Come on.
everything I've done so far has been haste.
You got it. Go for it. Go for it.
Varric.
Pat you on the back.
As you open it, what is everyone else doing as Varric's doing this?
I'm not
Is
next to
everyone
him.
else in the room with him?
I'm leaving.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So everyone else steps back. Varric, you open the book, flip through
Yeah.
it. It's blank. There's nothing written
Cool.
on it.
Relatch it. Leave it where it is. It's a blank book, guys. This ain't nothing to worry about.
Did
Well,
I
that's fine.
did anyone else hear the ghostly whispers, or was that just Varric?
This.
Everyone heard that.
Yeah.
Guys.
What about the ghosts?
Listen. Homeboy's been popping up like holograms. You know? Probably just an audio hologram.
Can I investigate the fire?
Yeah, you can. What are you looking for?
Yeah. If there's any. Well, there's like this little center thing on the blue side. So I want to see if there's like. If it looks like it's a ritual for something.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
17?
You're investigating just one of them, or you're looking at both?
Both of them.
Um,
Let's start on the
yeah,
blue
with
side
that
though.
check, these look like some kind of ritual site. That much is pretty clear.
It's a ritual site. That much
Like
is
it
pretty
looks like
clear.
something, yeah, like something should be placed there.
Oh,
It's a
I grabbed the book. There's a book in the blue side. Put this book in the red side.
Is that a
Is
book
that
or
a
is that
book?
a pedestal or a
I don't know.
switch? Is it a pressure
like a
plate,
book to
a
me.
pedestal, or a book?
In the middle of the room,
In the
blue
middle
one.
of the blue, in the middle of the blue circle, the blue fire.
it looks like a pedestal.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then we'll put the book on the pedestal.
Okay, Zarek picks up the book and goes and drops it on it.
I would have opened it first.
Yeah, you open the book. Is anyone else around Varric when he opens the book?
Nope.
No.
Okay, Varric opens the book and just drops it open face on the pedestal.
Did anything happen?
Nothing happened.
Is there any words on it now?
Nope, no words that you can see. With that, the apparition of Cadric appears again. Having trouble with this riddle, I see. Remember,
We just started. Shut up.
With any possible reward that's worth chasing, there needs to be sacrifice. Never forget that. I sure won't.
You're lead to the book.
I think we need a blood. I feel like there's blood relation.
Quick.
Cass, could you? I know you're able to see magic. Does anything look? Can you
Yeah.
detect anything from the book?
Yeah. Little vines crawl into my eyes, squirm around.
Gross.
Is there anything magic about the book or the pedestal or the blank space on the fire sigils?
So as you approach the book, this is the first time you're looking at it. Vines don't need to crawl into your eyes. It is not blank to you.
What?
The book is not blank to you. Varric said it was blank. It is very obviously not blank.
Okay. All right. I'm looking through. What language is it? What's in it?
Well, before we need to resolve your wisdom saving throw.
Oh. What? Oh boy, that's not good.
That's what you get for magic. That's what you get for magic.
Be able to
10.
Okay. What is the highest level of spell available to you?
3rd.
Oh God.
Third? Okay, mark a third level spell slot off.
Okay.
That's so cruel.
And you take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you watch as Cass just instinctually starts just like flipping through the book like incessantly. While this is happening, you watch as the tips of his fingers are becoming almost like frozen solid, as his skin is just losing color. Is anyone else doing anything at this time?
I want to
Jesus.
cast Mage Hand and take the book out of Cass's hands.
Okay. Make a. Go ahead and make a spell casting ability check. I'm gonna say the DC is 17.
Well, that's a 12.
Okay. Cass, make another Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
17.
Okay. What's the highest level of spell that you have?
Oh no, guys, help me. Level 3.
I'd pull him away at this point. Like,
I was doing so
don't-
good.
You don't lose a third level spell slot,
Oh shit.
but it does determine my damage roll
Oh shit.
No.
because you succeeded on the save.
Actually, still help me though.
Varric, could you, Varric, since you weren't on a, could you
You
grab the
take-
book, Varric?
You take halved, so 10 points of cold damage, and you watch as Cass's hands themselves, where at first it looked like there was just frostbite, now it looks like his hands have literally been replaced with like the hands of an ice element.
Can
Varric, grab the book.
Samu intervene and I can give someone a potion, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Cass
Yeah.
my potion of steam for ice resistance. Can Samugi read the book?
You go over and the book's blank to you.
Okay, then yeah.
What about
that's all.
me? I'd be over there trying to heal, like look at his hands, see if I could fix him. Look, glancing at the book. Anything?
Yeah, there's text on there. You don't understand it, but he's like flipping through it, and as this is happening, you watch as his arms are changing.
Jesus,
So the
I'd
potion
pull his
doesn't have
fucking hands off it.
You're trying to pull him away from it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cass, you succeeded on the wisdom save, so you have agency. What are you
Oh.
doing right now? Are you continuing to read the book, or are you dropping it?
Am I able to, as I regain control of myself, can I see what the text is really quickly as my hands stop flipping the page and I just hold it open and grasp it real quick?
So basically, this is a spell book, and what's odd is you are flipping through almost like this abbreviated ritual, and you are casting the spell on yourself right now. And you're about 60% through the incantation.
Okay.
I mean, you might as well see what happens.
Yeah, everybody, this is really stupid. I'm gonna run and go stand on the pedestal in the blue flame. And Alara, do you have things to help me, or should I just close this book?
What do you need help with? Like I need
If I
to know what.
die,
Yes, I have
Oh my
the
gosh.
ability to bring you back.
So Alara, you have time right now without anyone else saying anything. Do you want to do anything to help Cass right now?
I will just bless him. That's bless your heart. Like I
Bless
because I
Cass.
don't want to metagame. I would cast enhance ability, but I don't want to metagame that.
I'm gonna close the
So
book.
You're closing the book.
I'm just
I'm closing the book, and I'm dropping it.
Okay. Cass closes the book and drops it, and you watch as, right as he does, it almost looks like he's got like the claws of an ice elemental, and the ice returns to flesh, and his hands are.
Jesus. Okay, what the hell was that?
Well, Varric said there was nothing in there. There very much is some type of trap spell. Oh my lord!
What do you need me to help you with? How can I help you? I couldn't read it. I got a glance at it. I can't read it. I don't know where I can help you here. I'd rather not have to bring you back from death to let it go that far, but how can I help you here?
Well, I
Yeah, he said
rummage. I rummage through our bag of holding and I grab out one of our healing potions because I'm looking very hurt, but we don't need to spend spells. We got one left, just as an FYI. I don't know. Well, I was thinking. I don't know. I was thinking like there's a sacrifice that needs to be made.
It was supposed to be a personal sacrifice. I think you should complete the ritual.
Well, why don't you do it? Oh, you can't
There's
read.
no words in the book. I can read.
He doesn't count. He can't even read.
I can read. I did research in the library, but I don't see words in this book because I don't do magic like you lot. Snoogie, did you see words in the book?
I saw blank pages.
Boom.
What about you,
Snoogie's
Sandor? Can you see it?
I didn't look in the book. I
Smart.
was scared, to be honest.
Well, it looks like you're the only one who could do it.
I can see it, but I don't know what the fuck any of it says.
Can I? I mean, I can look in it if you want without touching it.
Go for it.
Well, I'll add. What do you think, Cass?
Can you mage hand it open from a distance?
Yeah, I think so.
Otherwise, I'll just continue the ritual, and since I'm the only one, I guess that I've already, I don't know.
Did my potion of steam have any effect?
I don't think I could have taken it because I was.
Oh, so I didn't use it?
Failing my stuff.
I'll leave it up to Cass.
No, I don't think he would have taken it while he was all zonked out in with the book.
Well, before you jump back into it, would you like to take this potion, Cass? It might help. your hands from turning into ice. It might. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's worth a go if it means staying alive. I'll
I'm
hold
going
on
to
to it.
use my last second level spell and bless all of us, I guess, because I can do one more, so I can target 4 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, that's the last of my second levels. Down to thirds only, and I got 3 of them.
You can't trace.
That wasn't. Oh wait, that wasn't a save throw, so that wouldn't do you any fucking good. So guidance. Sorry, that's what I meant was guidance.
What? It was a
I
wisdom
cast
saving throw.
guidance
it
on
was a
you to,
wisdom
because I don't
saving
know. I
throw.
don't know what. I don't know what you need help with, and I don't want to cheat that. So I'm just gonna cast guidance on you.
Don't you know
It's
what
a
your spells do?
wisdom saving throw, Eddie, not a skill
Oh,
check.
okay. I thought it was a skill check. Okay.
Bless is good.
Okay. Blessed it is then. Fuck. That's
Um,
a lot.
All right. Do you want me to try to open it from afar?
uh, I mean, if you want, to, I don't think it matters. You can if you want. If you want to see what's inside of it, if you can see anything,
I mean,
right? You don't have to if you don't want to.
no, I'll do it. I just try and open it while it's on the altar, but not touching it.
So you want it there and open, and you want to like just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the blue altar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. On the fire altar.
Okay. So you bring it over to the fire altar, set it down, and like open it and step back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Using Mage Hand.
Using Mage Hand.
Okay. As you do, you open it, and it flips to a different section of the book, and the text itself almost looks as though it's literally burning the pages, although the pages don't burn. This is a spell. You can read this. For whatever reason, on the fire altar, there's no save required. But like, if you have to, and you have to interact with the book to start casting the spell. You don't know what the spell does, but
All right, so one of us does this ritual, one of us does the other ritual. Then
Yeah.
I think Alara, if you can heal.
Yeah.
I'll do the fire one, I guess.
okay. So you pick up the book.
I'll give you a bless. Or no, not
I
bless.
got a blood.
I'll give you a
It's like I
bardic.
got a
bardic. I'm a bard. A bardic inspiration.
Okay, perfect.
So Tandara, you pick up the tome. For whatever reason, there is a different effect on the fire altar. You don't feel compelled to do anything, but you do sense that as you begin incanting, there is a heat coming out of this book that is going to harm you.
I just take it because
Okay.
I think that's the whole point of this. Actually, when I take my first bit of damage, I will try to absorb elements, some of it.
Is that a concentration?
No, it's a reaction,
But is it concentration?
not concentration. Resistance to triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
With a D4 and a D8 if you need it.
Love it. That is 24.
Is that with the D8?
No, that's with the bless, but not the D8.
Okay. what is the highest level of spell that you have available to you?
4th.
4. So you don't lose a spell slot. You succeeded
Oh,
on the save.
thank God.
No, that's not bad.
This is going to hurt. Oh, no.
Damn. Okay, so you succeeded on the save. So that's 34 points of fire damage, halved to 17 points of fire damage.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Even though it hurts really bad, can it look really cool?
It looks dope as hell. Now, are you absorbing elements?
Yes. Well, yeah, to have it, Oh, wait.
Yeah, so you gave
17.
So,
17
Yeah.
halved.
So, yeah, I
8.
absorbed.
So then it's 17 halved to 8 points of damage. So mark off those spell slot, or mark off that one spell slot.
Yes.
Okay, you're about a third through the ritual, and you watch as Sandara's
Only
hands
Third.
begin to turn just completely black, like they're made of coal, with just fissures of, like, almost like lava or fire that kind of cross through, looking like veins. If you're holding on to the book and continuing with the incantation, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Oops, that is 20.
20. Okay.
I'd max that out just in case. Use your bless and your inspiration.
I'll
I'm
tell you if
saving
you.
the bless just
Yeah,
in case.
I'll tell you if you don't pass.
You don't lose the
This is-
inspiration if you use it, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Also,
crazy.
the longer you do this, the DC gets easier.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
So that is 21 halved to 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Did not roll as high. And you watch as Sandara's hands are now aglow with fire, and it's almost like curling up the robes. You have one final check if you are maintaining hold.
Yep.
You're looking great, Sandara. You're doing good.
Dora, say if you need my help. If you
I hope
need
you're
my
not
Thanks,
burning
yeah.
alive.
No, it feels like I'm burning alive. It definitely does. That's a 20 to save.
Very good.
Okay, that saves. With that, you watch as Sandara just kind of breathing heavy. You take an additional.
Oh.
Ooh. I guess so that's halved 25 halved to 12.
Mm-hmm.
12 points of fire damage, and the pain stops.
I look around. Did I do it? Is it done?
You watch as Sandara is like part fire elemental right now, just like beyond the elbow. It's burned your robes past the elbow, but seems to stop there. And you watch as there's almost like this creeping, like it kind of stops at the chin, but just over where like the prisoner tattoo is, her neck has almost been replaced with charcoal.
What the hell? Drop? Can you drop the book? Give me the book.
I hand cast the book. Yeah, here. It actually doesn't hurt that bad anymore.
You actually do look really fucking badass as I grab the book and run over to the other pedestal and take a deep breath and open it up.
Good luck, Cass. And I stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Just before you do, Cass, I'm casting Cure Wounds on you. Just to
Thank
make
you.
sure you got to take it.
Sandara,
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you are concentrating on this spell.
Okay.
As part of this, you can uh, make a melee spell attack with your charisma modifier to deal fire damage. You can also use your spellcasting ability modifier to make athletics checks for the purposes of grappling the opponent.
I don't like the fact
Yes, you
that
get
that's an
19 hit
option.
points.
Thank you very much.
And you get the sense that if you wanted to, you could reproduce this effect again
Oh.
as you have gained forbidden knowledge. So I will be adding the spell Effigy of Fire to your spell list.
Whoa.
Oh, yes.
Cass,
Yep.
what are you doing?
Standing in the middle of the ring, reading the book.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Well, that's a natural 20 for the first one. Altogether, that's 24. No, 23.
Oh my gosh. So that is, and your highest spell slot is 3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay, so even with that, I rolled a 26 for damage.
Jesus.
Have a 13 points of cold damage.
Okay. I can survive that.
And you maintain control. If you're pushing through, give me a second wisdom saving.
Oh boy. 15.
15.
Yes.
That is a failure.
Yes.
Oh no.
So it is going to take a 3rd level spell from you,
Okay.
and you suffer 14 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, that's another fail.
Fuck.
What's your highest spell slot?
I have 1 3rd level left.
All right. So it takes that 3rd level.
It's gone, yeah.
And that is, full damage, 23 points of cold damage.
You still okay?
Okay.
And you're not done.
Oh no.
I need another wisdom saving throw.
Well, if anyone's watching me,
Alara,
I look like I'm about to die.
heal
Oh fuck.
her.
Yep. Yep. I will cast another cure wounds on you. You regain. Let's see. 26 points of healing.
Oh, thank God that you're around.
Okay, because that's another 9.
Oh, no!
Highest spell is 2,
Yeah.
17 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Okay. You watch as Cass just kind of like drops the book. You are chilled to the bone, but your arms are covered in this crystalline ice. You've got resistance to ice damage, and you're concentrating on the spell. And you can use your spellcasting ability check or melee attack, and they will deal ice damage.
Okay.
So
I'm done.
By instinct, you drop the book. Other than that, nothing seems to have happened yet.
Maybe touch the pedestal,
Okay.
both of you.
I'm on the blue pedestal. I'm gonna try to jump into the air. Can we fly?
You jump up and down, nothing happens.
Okay.
Should we put the book back on the pedestal inside?
Yeah, why not? Let's put it in the middle. Yeah. Maybe a non-magic Varric or Samogi. Someone put it in the middle.
I grab it, put it in the middle.
Okay. Varric puts the book back where it came from. You guys seemingly have successfully cast the spells. Have you done anything else other than cast the spell?
Take some damage, no.
Try
Yeah.
to fly. Can I stand in
High
a fire
five? Should we
ring?
high five Fire and Ice here?
Yeah, let's give an action movie forearm high five.
Okay, as you do, it's pretty badass because it kind of creates steam.
That's cool.
Huh.
But
Nothing else happened
nothing
though.
has happened
Okay.
yet.
Can I go read the book when it's on in the where it came from? Does it look like you could read it in there or no?
You want to go read the book?
Yeah. Fuck it, why not?
Oh.
You go in and you open up the book. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. There's
Alright,
the
here we
third
go.
one.
Yep. Alright, wisdom saves.
Don't forget-
22.
Your own bliss.
Okay,
Yep,
22.
yep. We got all the casters
What's the
blessed
highest spell slot?
in the movie. So plus blessed, hold on. So
You pass with a 22. You're good. What's your highest
Okay.
spell slot?
At this point, I only have one left, and that's my last third level.
Third level, excellent. You take 16 points of psychic damage, and the book snaps shut again. You don't lose any spell slots, but you don't get the sense there's anything in the center of this room that the book is going to teach you.
What else is in the room?
Nothing else is in the room. Go ahead and I'll allow a Arcana check from both Sandara and Cass.
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
Yikes. 8. Oh wait, bless. Wait, no, bless doesn't help.
You feel like you got through the sacrifice portion of the trial,
Yeah.
but you haven't sealed the deal. You feel like you haven't done the interaction that's required to communicate with the tower, that this part is done.
Can I
Maybe
make a
both of
melee?
you
Can
have
I
to
make
read the book
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same
Can I
time.
make a melee attack against the blue fire pedestal?
Okay. You go over to it, and you watch as Cass just reaches down and you just punch it.
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as Cass reaches down and punches it, and it shatters, revealing underneath there is a sigil that before was unlit, but now is glowing.
Oh,
Ah,
Sandara, punch it.
Yeah, that's my strong suit. I go and I punch the floor by my sigil, by my circle.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
You do the same.
Yep.
So as you punch yours, you punch it, and your fist kind of hurts. However, it seemed like it was more a matter of lighting this
That
as the
checks out.
central, kind of that frayed wood. Lights. Okay. With that, you watch as those ritual circles just begin to glow with this, on one hand, like this kind of cold energy, and on the other hand, this fire that both begin to normalize in temperature. And Sundar, you're noticing you're standing kind of dangerously close to the fire, and it feels totally fine to you. Like it's just room temperature.
I love this. Nice and toasty.
As you
Did-
kind of, you notice the closer you get to it, there's like, you feel like you're pushing almost against like magnetism. Like there's something on the other side.
Oh. Can I go through it?
Like you're gonna step in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You watch as Sundara steps into the fire, and then it just, and she's gone.
Oh shit.
Got flu dusted.
I will follow
whatever.
directly behind her,
What's that, Varric?
going right after Sundara.
Okay. Varric jogs into the fire and
I'm gonna go into the blue
I'd
flame.
go right over to cast Sandara and Stagger God. He stepped in the fire and fucking disappeared.
After looks over, seeing what happens, and he walks over to the other side, and he is engulfed with blue flames and disappears.
Fucking follow him.
Okay. So Moogie, are you following along?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which one? Which one am I standing closer to?
Whichever one you want.
Okay, I will go fire.
Okay.
Right.
You walk into fire and you are engulfed in flames. All right. So with that, your party finds yourself at the roof.
I run over to look through the telescope.
Okay. You run
Very
over and look through the
excitedly.
telescope. Make a perception check.
Awesome. Perception. Wow. 23.
23. It looks like it is aimed at some kind of celestial body. You don't know exactly what it is.
Does it look cool?
It does look pretty cool.
Wow.
With
God.
that, the apparition appears once more, and you see
In the
you
telescope?
hear- Nope. You
Oh,
know
okay.
that the answer is no. You see as Cadric appears once again and just says, "Greetings, would-be thieves, and welcome to the culmination of your journey. Go ahead and give yourselves a pat on the back as you've made it further than most. And while this is the last chamber of our tour, I would not be so confident that you've solved this yet. Throughout your embarkment through my tower, you've encountered riddles and puzzles, each piece of a greater puzzle that ultimately is my destiny. Now, if you seek the treasure, you must answer this final test. You want this magical deck of cards that I am awarding anyone who can solve my tower. You must put these cards in order. And he kind of points to this little station over here. And right there in plain sight, you see a tarot card deck. And you see a essentially 5 slots.
Alara?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this
Alara,
is your
this seems-
specialty.
All right, let's give this a whirl. What? So I have to put these in order. There's 5 slots, you said?
5 slots. I will read the available cards and I will post them
Okay.
in chat.
Mhm.
Let me find a- Go. All right, I will actually just post them in the chat.
Okay. Let me see.
You can ignore the playing card equivalent to it, but there should be 21 cards. Alara, as a tarot reader, this
Yeah.
would be equivalent to a wizard's deck of anything.
Okay.
As you kind of flip through these cards.
Yeah. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Okay.
It's a lot of cards, yeah. Is there anything in this room? Like, is there like a little hidden sigil of one of these cards anywhere? Or like a representation of...
The apparition appears again and just says, I certainly hope you all have been paying attention, as you should have all the clues you need at this point. I wish you the best of luck.
I think he said that it was each piece was part of a greater puzzle. So I
Yeah.
think each challenge represents a card.
I've been taking notes on each challenge and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
The
That's
first
a good
one.
vote of confidence right there. All right.
The first one was 8. There were eight things we needed to light up.
No, the first
Yeah.
one was the clockwork things
Oh,
that
yeah.
talked about his doubts or something, or his doubters, or his skeptics.
Yes.
Is there a card called the Skeptic? Or Doubt?
What are the stars by the cards?
Alara,
Yes.
as someone that's familiar with tarot cards, with this deck, especially a deck this small, many of these cards have different interpretations and meanings.
Okay.
So, if your group gives you a keyword that they essentially want to plug into this reading,
Okay.
you could pretty much make a lot of different things work.
Yeah.
So, as your group mates mention the word doubt, oftentimes the card of the Fool is used to as a proxy for doubt or someone who is a non-believer in like a certain faith or cause.
Okay.
So that would fit if that is the keyword they wish to use for the first slot.
Okay, so we'll go with the Fool for the first, and each of these represents a level of this tower, supposedly, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so then the second challenge was the culmination of all types of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. A mastery of magic was written on the altar. There were 8
Mhm.
schools
Yes.
of magic.
Yes.
It was written in
That would be,
Netherese.
I would say, immediately Alara.
Yes.
There is one card that specifically one of the meanings is regarding a proficiency with magic, and that would be the comet.
What was it?
The comet,
Comet.
and that specifically
Okay.
is a proficiency or mastery of magic.
Okay. We'll do that for the second one.
Our third challenge was the riddle to prove our knowledge with Karsus fall, the fall of Karsus.
It's really like a proficiency in knowledge card.
The answer was folly, for if that
Fool again.
matters. Is there like a joker or
So I'll tell you what, here I will read to you some of the. I'll just read to you some of the interpretations of these cards. So the kind of going through. So there's the
idiot? I mean, idiot fits.
Yeah, that's a good one.
there's the vizier, and that's often like a soothsayer or seen as like someone who has foresight, or who can possibly see into the future. There is the sun, which usually signifies integrity and honor. There's the moon, that usually signifies fortune. There's the star, which is usually like a quest for improvement or a pursuit of knowledge. There's
Well,
the comet, that is mastery of magic, proficiency in magic. There's the fates, which is basically representing destiny, or one taking control of their own destiny. There's the throne, that represents dominion. Key oftentimes signifies artifice. It's for procurement of artifacts. The knight is associated with bravery and valor. Gem is associated with wealth. Talons with loss. The void is kind of vague. Flames usually just represents fire itself. Then there's skull, which is like kind of broad, but it's usually around the pursuit of forbidden knowledge or something that is taboo. There's the idiot, which is like idiot, lack of intellect. Donjon is like a curse or a hex. Ruin usually describes some kind of catastrophe. Urail is horror. Rogue is betrayal, balance, kind of in itself. And the fool is the fool, or someone who is a non-believer, or someone who doubts. So
Okay.
I know that was a lot, but if you kind of have like a keyword in mind, Alara, you would kind of know which card fits best.
Okay, and we are on the third challenge, so
So far, you've chosen the Fool for the first slot, the Star for the second slot, or was it
the
Comet for the second
comet.
slot?
Comet, yeah.
okay.
I think it's the dragon is the third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's-
star or the idiot? Right? The star was the one with the pursuit of knowledge.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
that's
I
what.
feel like it was in the library.
I think the
Kind of
star makes sense.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, we'll go with the star.
And then this fourth one is the skull. Because
That immediately makes me think that represents death, but
no, it's forbidden knowledge.
yeah.
And
Forbidden knowledge.
Yep.
Because the
Yeah,
book.
That's what
Some magic, right? The magic powers that you
Yeah.
gained.
yeah, you guys got it was. You said forbidden something or other.
Okay. Okay. And then.
So
The fifth one is here.
Yeah.
Or it could be lost because we were supposed to sacrifice.
Mm.
oh, that could be.
But
Yeah,
you
wasn't there a
can-
card that
Yeah.
signified loss?
Yeah, that was talons.
Yes. Talons, Alara, give me a religion check. Religion or Arcana.
Okay.
Fuck it, just give me a wisdom check and add your proficiency. This is your thing.
All right. Oh, nice. Natural 19, so with wisdom, so that's
So-
24 plus proficiency, 26.
Talons,
Jesus.
the context and connotations of talons is usually something external that is taking away from you, or something bad that is happening to you that is caused by someone else, much like the talons of a predatory creature gripping something and taking it away.
Can I look through the telescope again? Is there a specific? Do I recognize a constellation that it's pointed at?
Are you proficient in survival?
I don't think so.
I mean, you're a jack of all trades, so I'll give you a check.
Half proficient. No, that's a 9. Oh, a lot
With
of 9s.
with the sun out right now, it's kind of hard to see what exactly it would be honed in on.
Okay.
And you get the sense that depending on the time of the day, it might change.
Okay.
So,
I think it's the talons based on that interpretation.
Well, but it sounds like that is something else taking away, where they were the ones
Voluntarily.
who
Right.
voluntarily.
I agree.
And they gained forbidden knowledge, which would make you think skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. We'll go with that. The Jack of Clubs, then. Agreed?
If that's the skull, yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
for the previous one, yeah, the room with the
Okay.
sigils.
As you place these cards, there's like this mechanical clicking that's within the walls. You have one card left.
What does this room represent?
yeah, what is?
The culmination of everything?
Yeah.
Like the culmination of all the things we've learned?
Called it. He called it his destiny. A piece of a greater puzzle that is my destiny.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
So
the
is
card?
there that?
For Destiny?
Fate.
Put the
The
destiny
fates.
card.
Fate? Yeah, Fates.
Is that what you're selecting?
Sure.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Fireball.
No, I can't stand anything.
As you put down that final card, you watch as before you there is this arcane glimmer from the contraption itself. And then there are 5 sigils on the ground that appear before you. All with like almost like a cropped out version of the card that you put on there. And first you see this kind of almost like springing out of this sigil, you see this like gaunt, kind of sallow, hunched figure that has just got like a jester's mask like stitched into the skin that is being pulled out to meet the mask off of the face, just like breathing heavily, with like faint trails of blood that have dried beneath the chin, as there's this hunched over like effigy that is supposed to approximate the fool. After that, you see an individual who kind of apparates in the next sigil. These are all like, whether they are now or were before, these were at one point people. Popping out of the second one, you see kind of like this faintly zombified flesh where the eyes are missing and the nose is missing, and where there were previously facial features, there's just a huge like dent where the bone itself has been kind of carved out, and sitting there is just like this single molten rod. The third figure you again see, this time female, short-haired, again kind of partially decayed flesh, with like a piece of the mouth is kind of missing, the jaw's unhinged, and behind the eyes you just see pure starlight. On the fourth individual, there is literally just what looks like a fully clothed form, wearing like leathers and thieves' tools and what looks like a dagger, and a cloak that's kind of covering all their features, but coming out of this suit of armor is just a spine and a skull. And finally, on the final image, you see once again kind of a feminine figure wearing what looks like kind of wizard robes. You don't see any skin whatsoever. You just see gloves, boots, robes, and then what looks like an array of facial features where it's like there's like a 4-point face coming out of each, like 4 points on the head, each covered by a different theater mask that's like slowly rotating. And as these figures all pop up in this now very crowded room, there's just silence, and they all just kind of stand there quietly. And there's this ripping sound, like electricity, as a portal opens in the center of all of this, and you kind of see like a little disheveled and bewildered individual step out that looks like an older version of the apparitions that you've seen so far. As the Archmage Cadric steps out. What's you solved it?
It seems so.
Oh,
Get out, let me see. How did you, how many iterations did it take you?
This is our first time.
With the combination?
Yes.
Yeah,
In this order?
yes.
Yes.
yeah, we just kind of made our guess and then put them down.
Who talked?
Who talked?
Hey, I'm sorry.
What?
Who told you?
Oh. No one. We've never. This is our first time actually in Karsus Folly. Well, my first time in Karsus.
You seem surprised that somebody solved this puzzle. Was this unsolvable?
It was meant to be very different.
Oh, well, we're...
You watch a few points to the like effigies before you. He's like, I made a whole deck of cards based on intruders that have so far failed.
Oh,
Most of them don't even get up to the roof.
that's
Oh.
wow. Oh, is that what the pit is at the bottom?
Oh no, that's just like a service area.
Oh,
That's not part of the tour.
Hence
It's
why
like
I
where
just roped off.
you just keep all like the mechanics back there and stuff.
Look, I'm not here to explain the inner workings of how a mage tower works. If you want, you should build your own, and you can build it however way you like.
We
In
are
this case, a deal is a deal, and you have, through some kind of means, bested my tour. And although I suppose I could kill you all now, and perhaps no one would know. Does anybody know where you are right now?
Yes.
We actually have someone
Yeah.
waiting
Also,
outside.
I mean, I know we look wimpy, but I mean, we would put up a fight. Come on, man, that's so rude.
Oh, I wouldn't expect anything else. I think I would just. The whole tower is magic proof. I think I would just call down a meteor storm and then step back through my portal and then just come back and sweep up the ash would be my plan.
I mean, that's a lot of work. You could just give us the cards, you know?
Yes, I suppose.
We
But
did solve your riddles.
Why not reward those who have finally been worthy enough to pass your tests?
well, you see, my good chap, I can't. Well, I can, but I shan't. Well, I may. I moren't. I moren't do that. Because it really depends on who hired you, because in certain cases it would just be super, super embarrassing. So who is it that did hire you?
We were hired by a third party.
Don't tell me. Was it? No, that's too. Was it Faraday?
No,
No.
I think
don't work for
the
that guy.
disguise
Especially
paying
not.
off now.
Okay, I'll be honest. You look a little. Yeah, that that would make sense. Merlinius then.
No, we've never met Merlinius. Well, we met his the Macrolums.
Unfortunately,
Copperhead?
it was contract work out of New Callum. We don't know any of
but-
these names you're saying.
Okay. Out of New Callum then. Sure. Someone in New Callum wanted to steal from my tower. Okay.
No, they were hired to steal from your account.
So, let me ask you this. Does anybody, I guess, have you shared in your success? Does anyone know you succeeded?
I mean, we're still here. No, we haven't
Technically,
left
we
you.
haven't yet.
Right.
Are you still thinking about doing the meteor swarm?
No. I wouldn't.
Listen, if you want to tell people that you killed us all and that this intrusion failed, by all means do it. As long as we get the deck of cards, like
Yeah, we really don't.
we were hired for a job. Your PR and public image, like you can warp that however you'd like. We don't really want credit, I think, for doing this.
I'd like 2 people within the group, or give me a group insight check right now.
Oh, yes. Natural 20. 24.
Natural 20 for me as well.
18 total.
I got a 18.
18.
Sundara, you
sorry,
watch.
26. Sorry, 26 for insight.
This wizard is kind of reaching for his spellbook. He is seriously considering trying to murder you all right now. It sounds like he's not totally decided yet. But
Can I grab the deck?
you get the sense that he feels that he can make this all go away.
Do we all know?
What are you doing, Alara?
I'd like to make a move for the deck. Where did you get these cards? As I pick them up and like look at them.
I don't
I
think
have a
that's
deck
it.
that is relatively close to the.
That's not the deck of cards we're after.
He's kind of like pondering in thought, almost kind of talking. Is anyone else doing anything?
I mean, last time I got in a fight with a wizard, when I punched him in the face, he kind of quit.
Is his portal? Is the portal still open in the middle of the room? I hopped through
It
the
is.
portal.
Oh.
Okay.
If Cass does that, I grapple the wizard.
Oh no.
Okay, you grapple the wizard.
Okay, well, I think we're getting hasty here.
Right.
Okay, make an initiative check, Barrett.
Here we
Initiative check?
go.
Natural 20. So
Jesus.
Okay.
I will go first.
He
Unless
likes
y'all put
punching
natural 20.
wizards, man.
You get the
I'm not
Mage
punching
Slayer
him.
feat.
I'm grappling.
He does not need armor that likes killing mages. He just likes killing mages.
I'm not killing him. I'm stopping him from going after cats. Do I need to do a strength?
Well, I was just kind of gonna pop in and then like turn around and be like, yeah, what are you gonna do now? I'm over here.
Well, now I'm gonna be like, I've got you.
I still think we could talk him down.
The
Yeah.
athletics is an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Is he grappled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now that we're Sir Cadric, whatever, Mr. Cadric, your esteemed wizard Cadric.
He's in combat now. As he's been grappled, you have all entered initiative.
Oh.
Oh
And he's
boy.
casting a spell.
Oh,
no.
come on.
So as Varric grabs him, you just hear him yell, immediate interrupt! And he's going to be doing something.
Oh.
So Varric, I'll say you've used an attack action to do that.
Okay.
Are you? I'd like everyone else to roll initiative.
15.
Who yelled 15?
I did.
Laura.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's pretty good.
And Samugi,
Okay.
15.
Okay. Anyone else above a 20? All right, Varric, you have initiative. What else? I'll say you used one attack action.
Oh, I got an 8. My 8 for me. I didn't realize I was the
It's only one dude, so it's gonna be like he got an unnatural 20. So it's gonna be Varric then, and then the rest of you.
So I can attack one more time?
Yep, if you like.
Break your neck.
Can I attempt to strangle him?
God.
Oh wait, you know what? I'd like to just shove as many of my fingers into his mouth as I can
Oh my god.
to stop him from talking.
Okay. So you're trying to like
Put as many
silence
fingers
him?
in his mouth as I can.
Jesus Christ.
His mouth isn't open. I'd say you can try to like.
Okay, then I'll put my hand over his mouth. Do it where I have my hand over his mouth and I'm fucking his nose.
Okay.
What do I need to roll to do that?
That's gonna be. I'm gonna say to maintain the grapple and do that specifically. I'm gonna ask for another athletics check, but it's gonna be at disadvantage.
Okay. That's great. That is the exact same thing. Okay, 18.
18. Okay. I'll actually beat you. I got a natural 15 plus.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I beat you,
Okay.
so it does not work.
Is he still
Do you want to do
grappled?
anything with your movement or bonus action? Yeah, you still grapple.
Movement, I'd like to fall on the ground with him underneath me.
Well, that's like pinning him, so that would be like,
I mean, I just want to fall. I'm not trying to.
yeah, if you fall, you can't take him with you.
Okay, then I'll
You
just.
would have, you could have done that instead of trying to.
I will hold him then. That's it.
Okay. All right. He is going to cast a huge spell for no reason.
Hopefully I am
Yeah,
in
he's
another plane
casting
of existence.
a huge spell right now. No one here recognizes the spell. All right. I'm waiting for someone to interrupt me and attempt to counterspell me. That's what usually happens anytime I do anything.
Nope, I got none of those. I
All
think
my
we're
spell
all out of
slots, all my
spells, pretty
spell slots
much.
got eaten.
Yeah, mine are done too.
I have some slots, but I'm not sure if I should counterspell because I don't have that many slots.
I mean,
Okay.
now seems like the fucking time. I was gonna attempt to disarm him, but yeah, he's gonna do whatever this is first.
Okay, I'll try to counterspell.
Okay. What level are you counterspelling at?
Third.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Make a brief Arcana check.
Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Do I add anything, or is it just... No, I add my spell modifier?
You add your charisma
Yes.
modifier, I believe.
Okay, that's 20, not natural. 30.
Okay, let me do some math here.
Very good.
I will let you know he has one charm of authority, and that affects DC. Do you have any charms that affect the modifier?
No.
Okay. Even without the charm, that is not a high enough.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. What the fuck?
I feel like we could have talked our way out of this. I do.
Yeah,
He was reaching for a spellbook, guys.
dude, this is an arch wizard. What are you doing?
As Varric jumps him, you watch as he just starts speaking in a language that no one understands, and his words begin to slow and slow and slow. And then they speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up until it's just like this chorus that is like encasing and oppressive, and you almost feel like you are going to be crushed by his very words. And you watch as he, like, in an instant, is everywhere all at once. Like, he is both still being grappled by Varric, but also slipped out of the grapple, casting another spell. He's also casting a different spell, and he's also you also see this like form begin to like swell and grow. As his form blurs. So give me a second. I didn't expect to go into combat here.
See, we could have talked our way out of it.
So first things first.
Oh, I realized.
God damn it.
Definitely.
Pierce, you gotta grab the deck and just pull a card. That's the only way.
I am barely grasping onto consciousness right now.
It's the only way.
I'm looking for the deck and then I haven't decided what to do if I find it.
Gotta pull a card. Get a wish. Wish us out.
Or ends up inside of a gym in the middle of nowhere.
I am not quite ready to press that big red button yet.
Dude,
I
Jack
like my
did it
character a little bit too
like
much.
6 times in a row and got all good cards.
And what happened at the end of that session? The campaign
I.
ended.
Well,
All right.
Okay.
you won.
I have one more.
Somewhat.
So what? Let's go
Kind of
for it.
won.
Okay. Yeah. This is perfect. Um. Um. So you watch as he just blurs, and in an instant you see him vanish as he says the word immediate interrupt. Um, um, and yeah, as you come to, he is gone. I'd like.
Wait, what?
Yep, he's gone.
But hold on, we all passed out?
Go ahead and make an
think-
Arcana check.
I think
I was in the other. I went through the portal.
You haven't.
I went through the
sure.
portal bad before this started.
Yeah, that's what initiated me grappling.
Okay.
That was a
Fair enough.
19 for my Arcana, though.
Well, you don't get because you wouldn't see this.
Okay.
Do you see the deck?
I would like an Arcana check from anyone else who's there that's proficient.
Oh man. Oh, I've got my 1 second. Let's see. Yes, that's a 19. Use my inspiration.
Yeah, maybe you should.
And you're blessed. Oh, wait, there's a skill
Doesn't
check
help
on-
with.
Yep, never mind. Yep.
What do you got?
Are we still on the tower? He just disappeared. We're still on the tower, supposedly.
Sorry, Sundar, what was your check?
19.
Was that with inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the highest level spell you can cast?
4th.
Oh God.
Sure. So you get a sense that what he's done is just manipulate them.
Knew it.
Lara, go ahead and give me Lara and Samugi. Give me a perception check.
Oh yay! Right when I roll great for that. 12.
Natural 1.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
I'd like to state that my passive is an 18 for perception.
Perfect. 18 would not be enough if you don't know what.
Your past
okay.
perception 18.
Yep.
So with that, Cass is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The wizard's gone.
The
Oh,
portal's
And
no.
you're
closed?
all just at the top of the tower. What's that?
The portal's closed?
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh
You
shit.
never saw it. You saw it. He said the word immediate interrupt, and then him and Cass were gone, and there was no portal. You never saw it close. It was just like you fast forwarded through time.
Okay, you gotta pull one of those cards.
So,
Is Captain Ascending Stone? Does anyone?
I do not have Ascending Stone.
we are going to resolve this right now. So, Cass, you are sitting in a very beautiful looking parlor. And with that, you see this wizardly figure behind you, walking away from you, seemingly not noticing that you are in what you presume to be his home. And he just goes, "Well, I suppose that takes care of that nasty business. It's a shame. They seem like nice folks. But, well, I suppose to make an omelet, you must spill a little bit of milk. I should really get into So with that, he's just like slowly walking away from you, and he just says, "Any minute now." And he just kind of turns around. Cass, what are you doing as
Is there, fucking Christ, is there a place? I'm in a room, and he's like, can I hide somewhere in this room?
Sure, go ahead and make a stealth check. First, give me an Arcana check.
I do not have the resources to do this. That's a 5.
For the Arcana check?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Is there a shadowy corner I could hide in?
It depends on what you roll.
Okay, well that's a 21 for stealth.
Okay. Let me... Yeah.
Guys, what the fuck do I do?
I have no idea.
Get the deck.
Find where you
What
are
do you mean,
and
get the deck? He just he just stopped time and was like, alright, peace. I'm gonna kill all the
You
insects.
sped up time. That's the difference.
He said we seem like nice people. Show him. Nice
Yeah,
we
be
can
nice.
just look out a window, get a lay of the land, and
Take him to the balls and be out.
Yeah, keep him in the balls. Always a
Not
good
very
plan.
nice.
Play dirty.
Go for the eyes. Can't spell what you can't see.
Okay. To be clear, Cass, what you hear him talking about right now is that he's pretty sure that all of your friends are dead right now.
Yeah, that's what he just said, and that's what I heard, that he killed all of you.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean,
Um,
I'm still alive.
he made it. You got the inference that it didn't happen yet, but that it's going to happen.
Okay. Is there...
He kind of like whips around, and you kind of dive behind a couch, and you get the sense that he doesn't notice.
Is there a fireplace in this room?
There,
Is it lit?
it is not.
Okay. How far away from me is he?
He's about 15 feet, right?
My actual heart is beating really fast right now. I'm going to shoot up, stand up from behind the couch, and say, okay, clearly this wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not exactly supposed to be here.
How did you evade my time stop?
I have no idea. You're what? I don't know.
Don't move or do anything harmful. I've got about 30 seconds. And if any funny business happens, all your friends are gone.
I don't... How do I get back? Where... Listen, sir, all we wanted was this stupid deck of cards. Well, I wanted to play a different character anyways. Sometimes, I think we've learned in your tower experiment, folly is a pretty important thing with wizards. And I think you've done well. Fuck.
As you are having this conversation, you just now clock that he is concentrating on a spell.
Okay.
You don't know what it is, but you get the sense that it's him breaking concentration is his threat to you.
Yeah.
As him maintaining it is his kind of act of peace in the sense of like trying to figure out what's going on.
Fuck. I don't know what he's done. That. Listen, we can talk, I suppose. What is it going to take for you to give me that deck of cards? I made my way here. I'm alive. I'm certainly more capable than you think I am.
Look, it's just a deck of cards. It's no big deal. I just didn't want to be embarrassed. But this right here, you're in my home now. And that's super weird, if I'm going to be honest.
It's weird
This is
for
where
me, too. I don't want to be here. Do you think I want to see... You drink out of those cups. This was just a job.
I know. You are so close to where it is making me sick.
Listen, my form. I go to Cass, and just begin walking back and forth. Listen, I don't know. I don't want to be here. Listen, I'm not even sure. I didn't really want to do this job. I mean,
He has a visitation to clean off your shoes.
oh, sorry. Right. Sorry. How rude. I would have taken them off if I. Sorry.
Quick question. Those people you were with, they were mercenaries, right?
They were friends, first off. I guess you could say we're mercenaries. More like paladins in training.
Okay. Well,
You didn't kill them all, right? They're not...
I'm about to.
Can you
And
not?
there's nothing I can do to stop it. So, tell you what. Since you've been a good sport, the cards are yours. I am going to have to ask you to leave, because this has gotten a little...
Right, hand me the cards and I will figure out where I am and how to get out of here.
Please, follow me and don't touch me.
I take off my shoes and hold them as I follow him to his house.
He is going to... Yep. All right. As you're walking, you see a window, and it looks perfectly over the ocean, and in the vast distance, you see a huge explosion over the water. Just as you're on your way out.
Okay. I presume you did that. Mm.
Oh, I did that like a minute ago.
Okay. I
Right this way.
grab the cards and I follow him.
He leads you over to the platform. You're immediately vamped down to a lower level. He's not with you, and you are in the base of the tower that you were very first in. I need everyone who is on the tower to make a dexterity.
How high up is this tower down to that level where there was like the fire and ice thing?
About 100 feet.
You're not gonna jump, are you?
I might.
Is there...
Do I see the...
Are we allowed to do it?
He said he was going to blow us up. So, looking up, are there meteorites coming down at us?
Nope.
18.
Dex save, you said? 19.
Hey,
Right.
we rolled the same.
Also an 18.
Ooh.
Well, the save was a 25. You're all dead.
I mean, eh,
What'd you say, Smokey?
24.
okay. I'm going to check my math a minute ago.
Your mathematics. That's not good.
I see meteorites coming. I'm jumping off the edge.
You wouldn't see it. Yeah. Okay. Who rolled below a 17?
Below a what?
17.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Nobody.
No.
Okay. So, by the time the delayed blast fireball goes off,
God damn it.
reaches its full potential, and if I'm not mistaken, the base damage is 12d6 plus another 1d6 per round it goes off. So a full minute, that's another 10, so that's 22d6. Which is a total of 80 points of fire damage for anyone that failed to save. Anyone that succeeded would have taken 40.
Well.
So,
Do I
who, if anyone, is up, right?
I am.
question?
up.
Do I still
Yes.
have? Am I still concentrating on my new fire effigy?
I suppose you would be.
Does that help?
In
Who's
this
your-
case, it might very well be the difference between a TPK or not.
Absorb elements.
Do you have that?
Yeah.
I'm talking to Alara. I think she
Oh.
Oh no,
I mean,
no, I
I
don't.
have
I was just saying that you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you got a 17, or if you got less than a 17, it's 80 points of damage. If you got a 17 or up, it is 40.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, I'm up.
Oh my
Okay.
lord.
Smokey?
Samugi, Sandara, you guys alive?
I'm alive.
I don't. If my effigy of fire helps, I'm alive. If it doesn't, I'm not.
It gives you resistance to fire damage.
Okay, then yes, I'm still alive.
Okay. You are all still at the top of the tower. Sundar, do you have any spell slots left?
I do.
Okay. For the sake of this,
Are you about to eat them up?
no, I'm going to say for the sake of this, no one full died, or at least your party didn't all go down and then like start making death saves while everyone's unconscious. Good. Cass has been ejected safe in the city with a deck of cards in hand. With time, though probably injured and burned, the rest of you could make your way to Karsus Folly, Maine. I don't know where you.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't trust that the old tower's not about to murder us still. So I was actually gonna teleport people out with vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 100-foot drop, so you could drop them 90 feet.
I can upcast it to do 150 feet.
Oh, really? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Do you have the slots to get people out?
I have
This
the
is gonna be-
slots to get 3 people out. I can't vortex warp myself.
That's
That's
everyone but
fine.
you.
I can jump and do a cooler misty step and land. Raven Queen will protect me.
Is that what you want to do, Eddie?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm flying. I just jump.
There goes my hero.
Okay.
Just before I do, just for shits and giggles, as I run towards the edge, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word. And I'm like,
Okay. Not a bad idea.
well, everybody regains 15 points of healing.
And then I vortex warp Varric and Samugi to the base of the tower.
But you
Or
can't
as
get
far
down.
as 150 feet.
It's about 150 feet to the
How are you-
base.
Before you
Um,
vortex him, ask how are you gonna get down?
As he asks that, I vortex warp him down.
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you trying to make it to the bottom or to the balcony?
Would I be able to clear the? I'll go for the floor. Fuck it, because well, actually, how far is the balcony above ground?
100. It's 50 feet up, but it's 100 feet down from where you're at.
Can I clear the whole thing and then just hopefully Misty Step to stop my momentum and land me on the ground? See if that works.
I don't know if
Otherwise,
that's
I'll
how
just go
Misty
splat.
Step works.
Make an Arcana check, because I know. Yeah, I mean.
That's great. That's an 8. I'm terrible at Arcana
Okay.
checks.
You
You
think
don't know.
Okay,
You're
fuck
not
it.
sure.
Go big or go home, I guess. You guys are gonna land. I'm like, oh, good. I'm glad we're all safe. Splat.
Could
Okay.
have
All right,
waited.
Eddie.
you should just right before you hit the ground, Misty Step up 5 feet. Completely reverse your momentum.
Physics is still a thing.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hang on. Let me bust. Hang on. I need the dice roller.
Uh-oh. This is not gonna work how you thought it would.
I
I
had
love
more
this,
vortex
by
warps.
All good.
Alara's like not waiting.
Nope, I'm like, fucking, I'm out.
You
I
guys are
could've-
literally just getting like the victory dance right now. Just like, oh, fuck it. Last session. So, Eddie, and I feel like I know you know this,
Yep.
but Misty Step transports you 30 feet,
Yeah.
right? So
So
you're
could I
jumping
do it-
150 feet, and you're taking
Can I
30 off the top. So you're falling 120 feet.
Okay, so that'd be a lot of dice.
Well,
Yeah.
if the
There's no way to mitigate it, so fuck it.
wait, question.
Mitigating it by not jumping is an option as well.
Does
But you
Misty
guys already
Step-
went.
like
No,
if you
I've only sent
That's
2
what I'm
of
saying.
them.
I thought Misty Step would like steal the momentum because it's like magical, like breaking. Like I would think that would break it.
Like the poor man's slow fall.
Yes.
Slow fall.
Interestingly,
Because
we
if
have
I
other
Misty
options.
Step,
Can you-
if I was about to hit the ground and Misty Step over,
Can you catch Alar midair?
I'll try.
You take 83 points of falling damage.
okay, yeah, I'm dead.
I can. I could have
Too
helped
late.
you so much. If you could just wait until I'm done trying to teleport other people.
I was
There's a
tired
thing
of
called
listening to this.
Featherfall.
There was too much chaos. Alara was tired of all the bullshit and was like, I'm out. I'm done with this shit. There was no elevator. I'll make my own.
You literally flung yourself off a tower after we had succeeded.
Here's what I'm doing. I actually need to make you make a check to see if you can even pull this off. Give me an athletics check right now.
Oh, I'm sure that's gonna be my saving grace. That's a natural fucking 20.
Can I?
Shit.
Jesus. Can I just put it on the record that my plan was to vortex warp those 2 down, and then to feather fall down myself?
I know.
And
she
I'm-
jumped off the tower as you were doing.
Laura, I want to strangle you.
You can strangle me once I'm dead.
All right, final roll because this is just so stupid. Give me an acrobatics check.
That's more like it. 6.
Okay. Um,
I already have a meme for this.
yeah, I mean, there's no way around it. You succeeded on your athletics check to clear the distance. I was going to subtract your total acrobatics check off the total damage, but I believe
Yeah.
full death is it double or half? Is it like negative your hit points or negative half your hit points?
It's double your hit points in negative. So you have to go like
Oh, is it?
negative 100.
It'd
to
be
die.
100 and for mine would be 134.
Well, it'd be
I
negative
don't think
67, right?
Yeah, negative 67. Yeah.
What were your initial hit points?
26. I was
Okay.
going to up that
You're not
because I
still
was
dead.
going to use that. Huh?
You're not still dead
It's.
because you were
I'm
10
not gonna.
points away from being full dead.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna comment on what
It got you to negative 57.
Okay.
So your body is broken along the rocks of and the tile of Cadrick's Mage Tower.
can I use the help action?
I'm sorry, I just pictured as you guys like, fuck, at least she'll be all right. Bang! I just.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna say like one of your legs is like permanently shattered in a way that any healer here is not going to be able to fix. And you're going to have like a permanent lasting wound that is going to diminish your strength.
I'm gonna have to hobble.
Yeah,
everywhere.
like Alara's body's like broken. Like she's barely able to be healed right now. So
Maybe she's okay.
I'm glad that we played all this out because I was just going to say, okay, you guys have the means to make it back into the city with whatever resources you have left. But I am glad that we stopped to do this because, of course, something like this happened. So, Sundara, presumably you are feather falling your way down.
It looks beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
what can I say?
I have to turn
Alara,
away.
I have a great cloak, and half of me is on fire.
Hell yeah.
Alara's not moving, and she has driven one of her shins up through the top of her teeth.
Good Lord, don't say anything.
Yo.
Can I float down? I land next to her body, and I just touch her head lightly and cast aid so that she's not dying. But I am so miffed right now.
Well, I would say it might be hard to be miffed because she's literally like one of her legs is like gone.
Oh my god.
Like you're not a healer. You don't have the capability to heal her.
Oh Jesus. Okay, let's just stabilize her. Very.
So she's
can you
stabilized.
carry?
I would say you might not go as fast because there's like a
I will
with
carry her.
help from Garrick, you can get Alara up on one shoulder. Alara, you are back to conscious, whatever that would look like.
I'm just imagining like a meat sack Alara gasping to life and immediately just screams in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would be like a creepy witch's scream. Like, it'd be horrible.
Yeah.
And then I just pass back out.
Yeah.
But Varric, you also get 5 temporary HP. Yay.
Nice.
My only healing.
How much temporary? How long is
8
temporary?
hours.
Okay. With that, the way to the portal is open. You can make it back to Karsus Folly.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine, Cass, are you just standing there like bewildered in the midst of the tower, thinking all your friends are dead?
I am curled up in a corner, head between my knees, with the book, with the deck of cards in my hand, still at the tower.
You still at the tower?
At
Well, so
the
you
tower
guys-
in Karsus.
You guys exit the portal. You're at the tower in Karsus. You turn and you see Cass. Cass, you see the rest of your group alive, horribly burned, and Alara is not moving.
Oh. Holy shit.
I run up and hug Cass.
He said you
My
guys all
immediate
died.
thought my immediate thought is like we're gonna have to find a way to fix Alara, who is a hot mess express right now, and then we're going to need to find a way to fight a massive wizard to save Cass. And seeing Cass alive is just thank God. Or thank the stars.
Oh, you get some cards, mate.
Varric.
Yeah,
That is
I
not
got
better right
the
now.
fucking cards, Varric.
Cool.
I got the
All right.
cards.
Let's go find someone to heal Alara.
We're gonna have a fucking talk later, Varric.
Oh, sure. I'd love to hear one of your talks.
As we are talking, let us find a healer. Let's walk, guys. She is in. I do not do
Ugh.
magic healing
Ugh.
well. She is very bad.
Does something step on her?
I'll tell you when we get
You
somewhere.
jumped off the tower.
Alright.
So what kind of healer are you looking? I guess is my question.
The closest one.
Good one?
Okay. Because as I recall, literally earlier the day prior, you were in this exact same situation, and your quest for a cleric who could remove a curse took you to a factory where they boiled down Varric's cursed armor into its like magical subcomponents and scrap. So with that in mind, I'm going to give you guys, and I'm not trying to be cruel here, I'm just being honest to the narrative of
It's
the
not
place
a very
that you're in.
lyrical place.
This is, yeah, so give me an investigation check. I'll give 2 people investigation check.
But before we do that, is Otto look around?
Did you come up with a way to contact?
I mean, he was here when we left.
And then I believe you at some point told him to kind of fuck off. And he
No,
went off to do this.
Varric.
I disguised myself as him, and
And
he's
he
like,
did not like that.
all right, bye, I'm out. I was like, alright.
Okay. So you don't see him in the tower that you're in right now. It's a big city, and there's a lot of guys that look like Autoluke, but not any that are.
Good point.
But you could also walk around the city searching for him, too, if that's how you would wish to spend your time. Or if you have a spell that could be used to contact him, you could do that. The options are endless. You guys have possible means of looking into ways to do that, but just I need to know, it sounds like right now you're looking for what would be equivalent to a heal. So I again am asking for 2 investigations.
As we're walking, I'm looking at the cards, so I'm not going to be making a investigation check.
It's an 11.
Somebody else.
Okay, I need you to be more specific about what that means.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I get that devilish grin off your face. I'm not that stupid. I have the telescope of identify, so I am pulling it out, walking slowly behind.
It doesn't take much time. This is a full-on deck of mini.
Okay. I am just tucking that away.
Okay.
15.
You want to give it to Varric or?
No.
I'm not gonna open them. I'm better at.
All right, 15 for Varric. One more.
I got an 11.
17.
Oh, yeah, take that, take
Oh.
that. No, I didn't roll.
That was a different check.
Okay. So, how much coin are you willing to spend on repairing Alara?
I have 100 coin. I could give. That's all my coin.
I have 1,000.
Okay.
Willing to give that.
She would do the same for me.
She never has any money. I would give 500.
Okay.
So that's 1,600 gold.
How much does it cost? You know, we just
It what you have the ability to do depends on how much money you're throwing into it.
I have 1,000 or I have 1,000 gold pieces.
So do I.
I say we
So
don't
let's
spend
check
all
the
of it.
person. There's 1,000 gold on there.
Well, we're not spending it. We're just seeing what our options are.
We're definitely
Like,
gonna use
even if we could just
her.
get a scroll of better healing than we have, or some potion, so that we're not carrying around an actual meat sack.
So I'm not carrying around an actual.
Yes, I'm sorry. This is a team effort, though.
Wasn't a team effort once you jumped off the building.
It was when, well, yeah, that was all.
Okay. All right. You asking what was the total sum that we came up to?
Well,
What
with
investigation?
We have like 4,000.
Alara's,
Oh, money.
yeah, close to that.
And that's what we're willing to spend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That's an expensive medical bill.
Well, that's the thing, because the best that you can find is going to be an artificer who can get a prosthesis.
Okay.
Oh.
We have
An
any of this.
expensive prosthesis?
It's multi-jointed and clockwork.
It's a movie.
They are going to. So you meet an artificer that just goes by the name Bolt. It's this pretty overweight-looking white dragonborn that's got one kind of like glazed over and blind eye. After asking around, he essentially the with that investigation check, the vibe you got was that this is someone who. Bear in mind, in Carsus Folly, this is a place that's predicated on the notion of like, if you fuck up a spell and blow yourself up, don't tell anyone. There's no one to heal this kind of shit. It's one of those things of like everyone just kind of point and laugh and like suffer and deal with it. This place is not cleric or druid friendly, and they don't practice healing magic because it's kind of seen as like a lesser form of magic, and it's divine magic. They just don't do it. So this is not an injury that your friend can go on with without like an insane amount of pain and severe debilitation. So the best you can get is this artificer Volt, who essentially this is a very costly process, and in part what he does is in a little bit like out of charity for all the horrible things that happen to like the industrial workers here. So as Alara is laid out on his table, he explains kind of what needs to be done unless you have someone that has like a regeneration spell. He also goes, well, and just so you know, that'll always be an option in the future if you find a cleric or druid powerful enough to do that. But I would just let you know, if this were my friend, this is something I'd want to go ahead and get done.
Oh, are you gonna have to cut her leg off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake Alara awake.
She's
sweating profusely.
Like, she's sweating bullets, and they're gonna knock her out and sedate her.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to inform her if she wasn't conscious about what decisions might be getting made.
She'd be out in and out of consciousness, like not really lucid as to what's going on.
Okay.
I think she gave up that decision when she jumped off the building.
Well, okay, you guys can say what you want, but I lean down to Alara as she's passing in and out and say, I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to comprehend, but they're going to have to take your leg, and this is kind of going to be a permanent thing. We might be able to find someone to heal you later, but this is probably going to hurt a lot.
How much leg? are they taking?
Above the knee.
Like, oh, okay. Okay.
Like Lieutenant Dan ain't got no legs.
You've got one good leg.
Yeah, one.
With that, Bolt kind of like leans down and just goes, "Hey there, darling. We haven't quite met yet. I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but for your own sake, I think it's best that we get moving quickly. This isn't exactly permanent. If you could find someone to, you could get your own flesh and bones back. But for now, if you want to get back up on your feet, we kind of gotta do this quickly, otherwise it's gonna be a much bigger deal. So
I
you
nod
got some
with
good
the
folks
little
here.
I have.
Okay. With that, he's gonna tourniquet the leg up. He is going to feed you a concoction of potions that completely numb the senses. You're still breathing and awake, and then he says, "Now for this next part, you're going to feel a bit of magic that usually someone in your position would resist. And I am asking you, please just give into this. It's going to feel strange, but it'll be over faster than you know it. You understand what I'm saying to you?"
Yes.
All right. He takes a little, like a little stopwatch, rubs it, and you start to hear gears turning and the watch ticking faster and faster and faster, and it grows in volume. And he is casting a spell on you. And it's one of these things where, as someone that's been in a lot of combats recently, everything in your body's like resistant. But he asked you not to. So are you resisting? Would you like to make a save?
No.
Okay. So you give in. He casts Hold Person on you. You are paralyzed. And he takes essentially like an artificer's heat blade that's usually made for metalwork and very seamlessly saws off the mangled leg. And over the next 4 or so hours, begins working on attaching a prosthesis that he has, that he kind of, certain parts are adjustable, that he kind of matched to you. So what a way to end. Okay. We are going to go into a period of downtime because you guys are not going to be up and at 'em again first thing in the morning. So I think we'll actually end our session here and come back. And over the next week, you guys can think about like what sort of things you will do to recover, and what sort of things you'll want to do as Alara physically rehabilitates from this injury.
Are we able to take a full rest?
Over the next week, you'll probably be able to sneak in a long. For some of the long rest fans out there, you might even be able to get a couple in.